Okay, fam, welcome back. On today's video, we are going to review some LV Meteor clones that I have. I do not have a full bottle of the original. I'm sorry. If it's one thing I always say you take from these videos is that if you can buy the decants, test them out, see what you like the most. If you still want to go to the OG, save some money. If you don't have it, go for it. But this is what I can do right now. Hopefully this helps you out. So we have four today. First one is Shiyaaka Snow by Khadlaj. Second one is Montan's Meteorite. Third one is Game of Spades Double Bonus. And the fourth one is Mod Lumiere. I actually had a full bottle of this, broke it. This is all that's left. So right off the bat, for the most part, I generally liked all of these. In terms of performance, they all performed fairly well. Shiyaaka Snow and Meteorite, a good 4 hours before it turned to a skin scent. These two, Mod and Game of Spades, lasted a little bit longer. Obviously, Game of Spades lasted the longest. Overall, they're all really close to the original DNA. There is some slight, I wouldn't say twists, but they do their own thing in a way. Shiyaaka Snow is much more linear throughout from the get go. It has that baby powder, baby wipe, very fresh scent. It's very linear. You're going to get that throughout. Some people might not prefer it. Some people do. Meteorite is a lot more subtler from the beginning. Around the 2 hour mark, it evolves as like an earthiness to it, which is really, really nice. It doesn't project nearly as well as the other three, though. Game of Spades, I know I mentioned in the last video with When the Imagination Clones that it was one of the frat boy versions of that clone. Same thing here. Game of Spades, this is the frat boy version or 90s extreme version of Meteor or clones. Literally, it's everything like about Meteor, but amped up to 1,000. Comes off strong, stays strong, finishes strong. You might like that, you might not. And then we have Mod Lumiere. This one does something really interesting. There's a sweetness to it that makes it nowhere near as linear as the other ones. It makes it a lot more fuller, and it's actually really, really, really nice. In terms of ranking, I would say last would be Game of Spades, just because it's just too loud for me. If you like it, that's great. Like I said, everyone's nose is different. By no means is my word gospel. This is just me personally. So Game of Spades is fourth. Meteorite was third. Little too soft for me. But if I had not smelled any of the other ones, I would still be rocking this like crazy. Now, originally I had, when I first did the review with my notes, I had Shiyaaka second and Lumiere first. I've since worn Shiyaaka a few more times. As I've mentioned in the past, I am in sales. I see clients face to face sometimes. I've worn this a bunch of times because it's a very safe profile. I keep getting compliments from this. I've worn this. I've worn this. Sometimes people will say something, but this one particular, this is the one that gets the compliments. If you don't want to wear it for compliments, you just wear it for yourself. That's fine too. But when you're in sales, you
Hey guys, just interjecting real quick. Sorry for the pause, but my mic had cut off unknowingly during this last part of the video. So I'm going to try to attempt to figure out what I was saying and fill it back in post. So I believe I was pointing out that if you want a compliment, Shiaka is the one for you. And now I am picking up the Mod Lumiere. I think I was talking about how the difference between the two. Mod was, like you said, a lot more fuller and sweeter. Originally, I wanted Mod. I had Mod as number one, but Shiaka took over. My wife kind of felt the same. Meteor, Meteorite was really, really good, but Game of Space was just too freaking loud. I'm sorry. If you like it, that's great. I just wasn't a big fan. It does smell really close to the original in terms of that foundational DNA, but wasn't a big fan. All these I picked up, and I'll put them in the description. Game of Spades was from Decantified. Um, Mod was from the website. Shiaka was from Burlington, and Meteorite was from Montan Decant. So if you want to pick those up, I'll put the links in the description. Except for Burlington, just go to the store if they still have it. I haven't really seen it in a bit, but that's it. Sorry about the little audio mix-up. Hope you guys are okay with that. But yeah, have a good one.